All right, everyone, let's get into it today. We're looking at something called NeuroPrime. You might have seen it around. It's a supplement that makes some pretty big claims about boosting your memory and focus naturally.
hmm And the natural angle is definitely key here. They highlight specific ingredients.
Yeah, like Ginkgo Biloba, lion's mane mushroom, Bacopa Monnieri. I mean, these sound impressive, right? Plant-based stuff.
They do. Each has a history or some scientific interest behind it regarding cognitive function. Ginkgo, for instance, is often linked to blood flow.
And the big promise is no chemicals, no stimulants, just, help for your brain from plants.
Which is appealing for people wary of, say, caffeine jitters or synthetic compounds.
Yeah.
They're positioning it as a healthier path to better brain power.
Exactly. Improved memory, better focus, overall brain health. That's the pitch. So let's unpack this a bit.
Okay. Well, one of the first things you often see is user feedback, right? Those star ratings.
Right. The verified purchase stars that catch your eye make you think, maybe it works for some people.
They can offer a snapshot of user sentiment, yeah. Though it's always subjective, of course, not quite scientific data.
And they do say rigorously tested plant-based ingredients. That sounds reassuring, doesn't it?
It does sound good. The phrase rigorously tested implies a certain level of scientific backing. Ideally, you'd want to see, the details of that testing.
What kind of tests? What results?
Exactly. And who is this actually for? They seem to cast a wide net.
Yeah, they say individuals looking to boost cognitive performance and that it helps maintain brain health at any age. So students, professionals, older adults, pretty much everyone.
That broad appeal is common for cognitive enhancers. The desire for a sharp mind is pretty universal.
So this brings up some big questions for anyone listening, right? Like, how is NeuroPrime supposed to work? What's the mechanism?
That's fundamental. What processes in the brain are these ingredients targeting, according to the makers?
And maybe more importantly for you listening, is it actually right for you? Does it fit your needs, your health profile?
Individual suitability is crucial.
Then the practical stuff. When do you take it? How much? The basics of using it.
Dosage, timing. Yeah, essential details for any supplement.
And what if it just doesn't do anything for you? Is there a guarantee or?
Good question. Managing expectations and knowing about return policies or guarantees is important. What recourse does a consumer have?
And honestly, looking at the info they provide, there are even more questions they seem to anticipate.
Oh yeah, like what?
Well, like, is it safe for daily use? Long term? Does it interact with medications you might be taking? Or other supplements?
Interactions are a really critical safety point, yes, especially with prescription meds.
What about side effects? Are there any? How soon should you expect to see results, if any? Days? Weeks?
The timeline for effects is always a tricky one with supplements. Often varies a lot person to person.
Right. And they also cover things like, is it vegan, gluten-free? How should you store it? What's the exact dosage per capsule?
That level of detail is helpful. Allergen info, storage.
Yeah, and suitability for different groups, like can you take it if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, which usually needs a doctor's okay anyway.
Always consult a doctor in those cases, absolutely.
They mention allergies, artificial additives, claiming none, how to track orders, returns, subscriptions, even where it's made.
It sounds like they've tried to be comprehensive with the practical questions, which can build some trust.
So, overall, initial thoughts. I mean, based just on the claims and ingredients.
Well, the concept is attractive. Natural ingredients, no stimulants, focus on cognitive health. It ticks a lot of boxes for people seeking wellness solutions.
Definitely. That stimulant-free aspect is a big draw compared to, say, energy drinks or high caffeine options.
It aligns with that trend towards seeking gentler, more natural ways to support mental performance.
So for you listening, maybe the question is, are you looking for something natural to potentially support your memory or focus?
Do those ingredients, the ginkgo, lion's mane, bacopa, sound like something you'd be interested in exploring further?
It really comes down to your own goals, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And whether a plant-based approach feels right for you, maybe worth looking into those ingredients individually too.
That's always a good idea. Doing your own research beyond the product claims, looking at independent studies or resources on those specific herbs and mushrooms.
For sure. Okay, so that's our quick look at the claims and questions surrounding NeuroPrime. Lots to think about there.
Indeed, it highlights the ongoing interest in enhancing our brains naturally and the importance of asking the right questions before trying something new.
Absolutely. Well, that's all the time we have for this deep dive. Until next time, keep thinking.